from the city of brotherly love. MLB The Show has baseball from Citizens Bank Park in Philadelphia. Tonight, a matchup of teams at opposite ends of the division between the Miami Marlins and the Philadelphia Phillies. The Phillies have now won 5 consecutive games. They'll aim to continue their winning streak next. Aaron Nola will be on the mound for the series opener. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Wow, talk about a number that jumps out at you. This guy's whip, which is walks to hits to innings pitch, is less than 1 coming into this start. That's not an easy thing to do. That tells me one thing. Not only is his stuff good, but he wipes people out quick. This is a real good pitcher.
Now at the plate, Miguel Rojas. He'll get us started in this one under the lights.
Rojas.
Here comes the first pitch. Underway now on a Friday night as the first pitch of our series misses for ball 1. These Phillies, as they enter play here tonight, fellas, they come in riding a 5-game winning streak, and they've really got things clicking.
Yeah, Matty, this team's coming together right now. They're playing dangerous baseball. You can tell the look in their eye. They feel good about where they're at. They've won a few games in a row, and they look to continue that trend today.
2-0 now. Game time temperature here an even 60 degrees. Now the 2-0 home is taken, strike 1. His past line against Aaron Nola. He's 4 for 14. The 2-1 home is in there for the second strike.
That's why this guy is great. Never misses over the heart of the plate. It's got electric stuff, but pinpoint control to all 4 quadrants.
Fouled off. And a good pitch there as this is swung on and missed for the first out of the ball game. With that, a look at the batting order for the Marlins. Thoughts, Stan? Who stands out?
Well, I think they have to be hoping for more out of Curtis Granderson. Look, he's coming off a month where he hit under 200. That's under the Mendoza line, which is like almost unheard of. I guess some guys do it, but man, this guy's really struggling. He's lucky he's still in the lineup.
So the base is empty here with 1 away, and up next will be the big catcher Jorge Alfaro. He's ready. Here's the first offering. And he'll power in a fastball that time at 94 for strike 1. And this misses the outside corner, so it's knotted up at 1-1. And set up behind the plate is Ricky Holiday, as you see the rest of our umpiring crew there.
Hey, D-Row, you better be up there ready to swing with Ricky Holiday behind the plate, particularly on that high pitch.
Yeah, and I don't like that, Dan. As an offensive player, that's the one pitch that you almost can't get to with a power guy on the mound. I'm okay with you giving a little bit on the corners. But you start giving north, it makes it super tough on the hitters.
Digging in now, Brian Anderson. And he's a guy looking to break out in a big way. Hasn't been getting the results he or his club have been hoping for. First delivery to him on the way. The fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1. 1-0. Just getting started here in Philly. And he'll lay off here as well, and it's 2-0 to the Miami third sacker. Outside, 3-0 now.
Well, he was definitely looking fastball here, and he got one. But that was good discipline to lay off and get himself into a 3-0 count.
And we'll have the first base runner of the ball game here as that misses, and it's a 2-out walk.
Batting fourth, the first baseman, Neil.
In now, Neil Walker. He takes his first cuts in this one with a man at first and 2 away. From the belt, kicks and deals. And that's in there for a strike. Walker, the former Yankee, he became a member of this team after signing as a free agent earlier this season.
Yeah, I know he expected to get a longer-term deal, but these are the facts right now. He is on a one-year deal, and he is going to have to produce if he is going to get that multi-year he's been looking for come off-season.
1-1 now the count to the Marlins first baseman. The set and the 1-1 pitch, and he fouls this one off. And this one's in the dirt, but it won't skip away far enough for the runner to advance. Well above the letters with the fastball that time.
Well, this has been a good at-bat. He's now worked the count full to 3-2. It allows the runner on first to be on the move with 2 away.
The 3-2 pitch. And it's fouled away. Again, another foul ball. On the 8th pitch of the at-bat is the one that finally does it as he wears him down and the inning is over. Marlins leave 1. Now it'll be the Phillies' turn. No score. Sandy Alcantara is ready to go as he'll be on the mound for the Marlins. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Hey, we're getting a look at a real competitive pitcher here. Career ERA in the low 3s, and that's not an easy thing to do in the day and age of small ballparks and guys swinging for the fences. Rock solid pitcher, does a lot of things well, and it'll be fun to watch him work in this one here today.
Standing in, Gene Segura. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And he lays off there 1-0. Guys, this Marlins ball club, as they begin play here tonight, they've been in a nice little groove, winning 3 of their last 4 games.
Yeah, Matty, I've been really impressed with this team, especially on the recent road trip to start to it. They're 3-1 after 4 games, playing really fundamentally sound baseball. From offense to defense, pitching, it's all coming together for this group.
A ball and a strike to the Phillies leadoff man. The 1-1 is laid off for ball 2. And a breaking ball down and in here as he's got to hop out of the way there. Cesar Hernandez will be next. The 3-1 pitch. And he takes ball 4. So the leadoff man is on here in the home half of the first in a scoreless ball game.
And don't forget, he lost his last time out, so he wants to get off on the right foot here. The last thing he wanted was to walk the leadoff man.
So next to the plate for the Phils, Cesar Hernandez, one of the better hitters in the game this year, currently 7th in the National League batting race.
This season really shouldn't come as a surprise to many. We all know what kind of skill this guy produces when he has a bat in his hands.
And a dive, but he's back. From the stretch. Pulled toward right center field. Dean sprinting after it. He gets there and makes the play for the first out. With that, a look at the Phillies batting order in this one. Danny, who stands out to you?
Well, keep an eye on El Torito, Odubel Herrera, as this game moves along. He's averaging over an RBI game over his last 10. And I'll tell you what, that's being a total difference maker. It seems like every time he has a runner on base, he's relaxed. He understands what he's trying to do, and he's driving most of them in. Very dangerous right now.
Here's Bryce Harper now. He's a long ball threat, of course, currently number 4 in the National League home run race.
I know it's still early in the season, but I expect him to keep up this pace with the power numbers. He's got immense power in that bat.
Here comes the first pitch. Just able to get a piece of that for strike 1. Harper behind with an 0-2 count now. Here's a look over to first. Don't want to forget about him. Segura, base runner at first with 1 out. Changes up on him, but that's in the dirt for a ball.
I think if he executes that pitch on the corner instead of off of it, he probably gets some pretty weak contact, if anything. He jammed him pretty hard on the previous pitch, so my bet was he was going to try to cheat on the inside part, thinking it might be coming again.
Changeup, and that fades down and away, 2-2.
Well, he kind of got caught chasing the first 2 pitches out of the strike zone, but I think he's caught on to their game a little bit right now. 2 tough pitches that he took with 2 strikes, and now the count is 2-2.
Fouled away. Now another 2-2. 2-2 pitch is a fastball high, so it runs full, 3-2.
I don't even think I need to look in the dugout on this one. I think it's safe to assume he's going to be running. Too good a hitter at the plate not to think he's going to put the ball in play.
Good swing just a little early, and he'll see another payoff pitch.
Might have been cheating for another fastball, trying to get the head to that one early. Pitcher pulled the string with a nasty breaking ball and had him a little bit out in front.
And another foul ball. Making him work out there. The 9th pitch of the at-bat coming up. Count still full, 3-2.
Keep battling, young man. 3 foul balls in a row. He is calibrating that heater and the off speed. Let's see if he can catch something on the barrel.
Late on that one as it's fouled off to the left side. Another full count pitch on its way. And there's a base hit on the line. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
Batting 4.
No mistake what he was sitting on. Fastball, middle of the plate, kept his hands back, stayed through the baseball, and delivers a hard hit line drive.
And that'll bring up the Sacramento product, Rhys Hoskins. He's come up in big spots like this more than once this year, currently 2nd in the NL in RBIs.
Yeah, he's definitely been one of the best run producers in the sport over the last several weeks. I'm sure his teammates are hoping he can keep this up all the way into the fall.
A ball and no strikes. First and second now, 1 man out. Off-speed pitch in the dirt as he takes it for a ball.
Well, you can see what he's trying to do right there. Double play situation. 2 balls down in the zone, trying to get that ground ball. Didn't get him to bite at either one. Now he's behind in the count, 2-0.
2-1 after the foul ball there. And they'll back him off a bit with a fastball in, but it's 3-1 now.
He's gotten himself into a little bit of trouble out here. Middle of the order up in a run-scoring situation, and now he might have to challenge it.
Oh, look at the diving stop. One there. On to first as they get the double play to get him out of the inning. Around the horn they go. 5-4 to 3 to end the threat. An inning in the books. No score on the show. Here's Starlin Castro.
Leading off for the Marlins, the second baseman, Starlin Castro.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Just off the outside, and it's 1-0. Just off the outside that time, laid off for a ball.
Back-to-back pitches, they've gone away. Do you tell yourself as a hitter he wants to come in right here? I don't think so. I think he's trying to find that outside corner and adjust accordingly.
Line drive to center field, and Castro's got himself a base hit. So a base hit to kick things off here, and there's a man aboard to start out their half of the second.
This is the cat and mouse of baseball right here. Batter versus pitcher. You fight so hard as an offensive player to get count leverage. 1-0, 2-0, 3-1. Check out the batting averages in those counts, and then check out the batting averages in even and behind counts with 2 strikes. 2-0, your eyes light up, and the batter didn't miss it.
Curtis Granderson is in now as he watches a pitch for ball 1. The 1-0 now to Granderson. Not close with the off-speed pitch taken for a ball. His past line against Aaron Nola, he's gone just 2 for 13. He's also been a strikeout victim 6 times. Too tight with that one. 3-0.
Pretty good pitch right here to a left-handed power hitter. The one thing you want to do, keep the ball inside so he can't get those long arms out and extended. Really good pitcher's pitch right there, even though he didn't get the called strike.
3-1 to the Marlins left fielder. High in the air into shallow left center. Coming in is Williams. He gets there to make the play for the first out of the inning.
Time to take a look at the Philly D. And this team, they're not going to be moving around as much as some of the new age teams. The shifting and moving the third baseman over second base and the right fielder to play third base. This is going to be your stationary team, trusting pitchers to execute pitches.
Set to get his evening at the plate started, Austin Dean, and it's been a real struggle for him with the bat so far this year, looking to get things turned around in a hurry. First offering on its way, and he gets ahead here with the fastball. Strike 1. That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike. Ready on 1 and 2. In the dirt, and now let's see. And forget about the double play now as he'll move up to second here on the wild pitch.
That was definitely a 2-strike curveball there. The catcher turns his glove over and tries to make himself big to block it, but with no luck. The ball skips away, and it's scored a wild pitch.
Here now the 2-2. Takes this the other way to right, but he'll barely have to move out there in right as he hauls this one in for the second out. And no tag at second. He'll head back there with 2 away now.
Batting it, the right fielder, number 65.
At the plate, Gabby Guerrero. He'll get to take his first cuts here. He's set, and the pitch. And he just misses inside with the fastball there.
Man, 35 pitches with only 2 outs in the second inning. Ideally, you'd like to have 30 or less after 2 innings, so he's got some catching up to do.
One and 0. Here it is. And this is sent on the ground out to Segura. It's short. Oh, and he can't come up with it.
Wow, I think he took it for granted there a bit. Probably thought he had it in the bag, and he just lost concentration for a minute. Now his pitcher has to pick him up with 2 outs.
Stepping in now, Sandy Alcantara, as he takes a fastball off the plate for a ball 1-0. Twos all over the place. 2 on, 2 out, and of course here in inning number 2. Ready with the 1-0. Looked like the fastball got away from him there. It's ball 2.
Can't allow yourself to lose focus right here with the pitcher up. Got to stay on the attack. Minimize pitches against these guys and put them away early.
Strike taken up in the zone.
Well, that's a tough pitch to take right there, right down the middle. But I think that happens when you're facing a good pitcher like this guy. The last thing you're expecting is one right down the pipe, and unfortunately, he let that one go, and he'd like to have that pitch back to take a good swing at that one.
Ground ball sent back up the middle. Oh, and he can't pick it up cleanly. And the run will score as the Marlins have claimed the early 1-0 advantage.
Boy, that has to feel good as a hitter, D-Roy. You get that base hit to give your team the lead. You have to feel good when you get down to first base.
Yeah, it's just a nice approach. You see him turn to his boys right there and get fired up with the dugout. 100%, not trying to do too much, able to quiet the moment down, center himself, and come through in a big spot.
Hoping to limit the damage, here's the pitch. Pulled high in the air out to left field. Williams is under it. And that retires the side. Marlins get one here on a couple of hits. We'll go to the bottom half of inning number 2. The Marlins on top, 1-0. Here's the center fielder, Odubel Herrera. He's set to lead off the home half of the second.
Odubel Herrera.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Now a good pitch around the knees, but it doesn't quite catch the bottom of the zone. Can't connect there on the breaking ball. 1-1. Fouled off.
I know it's a guessing game, but usually when you flip that coin, it better come up fastball at this level. You cannot be late right there. That was right in the wheelhouse.
Liner towards second. Leaps high as he makes the catch. Well done.
All right, here's the defensive alignment for the Miami Marlins. And let's take a look at Curtis Granderson. He stood the test of time. Former center fielder, can play both corners as well. Known for picking them up and putting them down. This guy can go get them in the gaps.
So the bases are empty with one man gone. And digging in at the plate, the Texas native Nick Williams. First pitch on its way. And he swings through a fastball and doesn't catch up with it. It's 0-1.
As this game progresses, I don't think he's going to want to miss in that spot down the middle of the plate much more. It's early. They're a little less aggressive right now, so he's able to get away with it.
And look out as that fastball ran in and got him. Ouch, man.
Yeah, there are a couple of things you don't want to do as a visiting pitcher. Never give the home crowd a reason to get involved early. And don't put guys on base to ignite a big inning. Well, mission accomplished on both fronts. We'll see how he responds.
So a runner on first with one out now, and that'll bring up the former first-rounder Scott Kingery. Here's the first pitch to him. Late square, and this is popped up. And safe, says the first base umpire, as the throw was too late.
Batting in, the catcher, Andrew.
Digging in now for Philadelphia, Andrew Knapp, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Up and in there with the first pitch fastball. It's ball one. And 2-0 as this one's taken low.
2 balls, no strikes.
Down low, and the plot thickens here. 3-0.
Well, nothing can make you question yourself on that mound more than 3 straight balls to a guy you know that you should go right after. Sometimes you just lose the strike zone and you don't know why.
And there's a strike as he'll try to work his way back. It's 3-1.
3-1 with 2 on, and this is where you got to be geared up for something to drive. I don't think you can just groove him one right here. You still have to try to make a competitive pitch.
Swing and a miss as he was way early on that one. 3-2. Line drive to left. And that'll get down in front of Granderson for a base hit. And they'll hold that runner at third as everybody moves up a base, and they're loaded with 1 away.
The pitcher.
Boy, there's a bullet base hit right there, but you have to hold there, D-Row, to make sure that gets down and isn't caught for a line drive double play.
Yeah, you have to play the game right there and respect the infield and respect the line drive. I know he wants to get a ribby for his buddy, but that's the way the game's played.
Into the box, Aaron Nola. He swings and sends a bullet to right field. Catch is made here in right, and here comes the runner from third. And the tag too late as he's across to tie things at 1.
Boy, this one looked like he was headed for extra bases off the bat. Instead, a line drive bullet caught in the alley, but he does end up getting a sacrifice fly.
Gene Segura standing in. Now a swing, and he gets him to pop it up, but this will land untouched. Comes set, the 0-1. And low, it's a ball and a strike. Kingery on second, now on at first with 2 down. Pitch taken several inches below the zone, in fact.
A lot of times you see guys get too aggressive and try to do too much at the plate with guys on, but right here he's doing a great job of waiting on the right pitch. Got himself ahead in the count now.
Edge of the zone that time taken and ruled a strike. A bouncer up the middle to Castro at the bag, and that ends the inning. Phillies get a couple of hits here, and it leads to 1 on the scoreboard. We've played 2 full, all tied at 1-1. So digging in now, Jorge Alfaro. 0 for 1 for him here in this one.
The catcher, Jorge Alfaro.
First offering on its way. Fastball in there for a called strike. Set up away with the changeup, but it's 1-1. Fastball close, but he didn't get it. 2-1. Line toward the gap in left center, and that's a base hit. 1 for 2 in his first couple of plate appearances.
Now batting, third baseman, Brian Anderson.
Stepping up to the plate, Brian Anderson. He drew a walk his first time up. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Kingery's there. Hernandez at second. On to first, and they get them both.
Now batting, the first baseman, Neil Walker.
So base is empty now after the double play. And next to bat will be the first baseman, Neil Walker. First pitch coming. Here it is. Now a changeup, but it misses just a little below the zone. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Counts even at 1-1 to Walker.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Skied down the left field line. Williams is in pursuit, but he won't get there. It falls in.
Now batting, second baseman, Starlin Castro.
At the plate, Starlin Castro. He singled and scored in his first appearance in this one.
Yeah, guys, everyone knows he's been slumping. Dan, you can certainly attest to this, only amassing a solid 1 hit in your entire career. But pressure's off now. Maybe he gets hot.
1 ball, no strikes the count. The 1-0 home is looked at for the first strike.
That's a real good job of going back-to-back fastballs right there. Most of the time, a hitter will see a fastball in the inside half of the plate, and they'll just think, well, this pitcher's going to go back on the outside. But when you double up like he did right there, it sends a message to the hitter that you're not afraid to throw in that inner half of the plate.
And he popped him up over toward the left side of the infield. Kingery is there, and the side is retired. 1 left for Miami. Home half of the third coming up, tied at 1.
We're back now as the Phillies prepare for their at-bats here in the 3rd inning. And this lineup has been terrific for this club all year. Within the league, they rank among the leaders in batting average, on-base percentage, and slugging. When asked about their offense, the players I talked with all brought up how multifaceted their talent is, saying they've got guys that can spray the ball around, guys that work counts and draw walks, and of course plenty of guys that can go deep and drive in runs. Their numbers certainly confirm that, guys.
Good stuff, Heidi. Thanks.
Phillies, the second baseman, Cesar.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Ball 1.
Counts 1-0.
That's wide. 2-0. Hernandez is a guy you have to keep an eye on in the batter's box. He's definitely been known to drop down a bunt from time to time. That's something he's really good at.
And in today's game, Matty, this is such a lost art. I know you love this one. Guy dropping a drag bunt down for a knock, putting him up, putting him down, getting down the first base line. Definitely sets the tone for the team.
Well, knowing the threat this guy poses if he gets on base, I think the next pitch should be a challenge pitch. You don't want to give guys that can run a free chance to cause havoc out there, especially the leadoff guy.
3-1 the count now. The 3-1. And good patience exercised as he works out the walk to lead off the home half of the third.
Man, when the game is tied, the last thing you can afford to do is walk the leadoff hitter. Got to focus on getting that ground ball now.
Standing in, Bryce Harper, 1 for 1 after a single his first time up. First pitch of the at-bat. Now a changeup here to start things out, but that'll dip a bit too low, and it's 1-0. That's inside. 2-0.
This is why I love having athleticism and speed on your team. You can tell the runner on first base is certainly messing with the mechanics of the pitcher.
Three and 0 now.
Wow, this is the kind of count you'd like to get your superstar hitters in, right? 3-0. You can bet he has the green light on this pitch.
And they'll just make him throw one over here. 3-1. And boy, that misses as well. It's back-to-back walks to start out the inning.
And that's 2 free passes in the 3rd inning alone. So you have to wonder if maybe it's something mechanical or if it's just psychological. Got to get back on track here.
Coming to the plate now, Rhys Hoskins. And he could give his guys an early lead if he can come through here. Here comes the first pitch. There's a fastball well off the plate for a ball.
2 walks in this inning already, so he can't expect to stay out there much longer if he puts somebody else on. We'll see if he can find it.
Hit high and deep to right center. And a dive, but he can't pull it in out in right center. Hernandez rounds the corner and is headed home. And the runner will score from second as they take a 2-1 lead.
The batter.
And now time will be called here as you see the pitching coach making his way out to the mound to pay a quick visit. Now at the plate, Odubel Herrera 0 for 1 here in the early going. He's set. Here it comes. And he'll just fight this one off as it's chopped foul. Here comes the 0-1. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike.
The struggles continue, but that happens when you're not able to locate your secondary pitches. You become a 1-pitch pitcher. He needs to start to get those secondary pitches over really fast.
Ripped on the ground to first. And they'll nail him at the plate as he's tagged out. But he'll put this in his pocket and be content with just the 1 out.
That could be a tough read for the runner at third because your first instinct is to take off for home on the ground ball. But when it's right at the corner infielder like that, it doesn't take a whole lot to nail you at the plate.
Up next will be Nick Williams as the changeup to him drops in there for the first strike. No official at bat for him, but he has scored a run in this one. And a fastball just misses. It's 1-1. The 1-1 home is taken for ball 2.
Wow, another curve here that he can't seem to find the zone with. He's really had his share of troubles with location so far in this inning.
Now the 2-1 pitch is swung on and missed for strike number 2.
With 2 strikes now and a runner at first, do you go for the strikeout or you're still looking for the double play ball?
Well, Matt, I think a lot of that depends on the type of pitcher that you are. If you're a power pitcher, you can go ahead and ride a fastball up in the zone. But if you're a guy that induces a lot of ground balls with a sinker, I think you have to stick with that plan.
The 2-2 is looked at and the count moves full.
For the guy on the mound, this is one of those innings where nothing comes easy. He's thrown a bunch of pitches, and this AB hasn't been any different. Definitely laboring at the moment.
He's ready. Now the payoff pitch. Hit in the air out toward left. Granderson is under it. He makes the catch. Here comes the runner from third. And that'll score the runner from third as they'll open up a 3-1 lead.
Always productive to score runs when you can, and that sacrifice fly right there drives home the second run of the inning.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Scott Kingery. from the stretch. Now a fastball a bit too low here. It's ball one.
Well, I think he's got to find a way out of this jam and limit the damage. If he's unable to do that, this game could get away from him.
Herrera, the runner at first with two gone. And a strike to even the count. 1-1.
Hey, I don't mind that batter taking that strike right there. He's walked a couple people early in this game. Got to find out if he can find the zone. If he wants to walk them all in, we'll take it.
The 1-1 is looked at for ball number 2.
It's one thing to get hit around, but it's far worse when you're getting yourself into trouble by not throwing strikes. Every pitcher's been there, but it doesn't make it any less frustrating or unacceptable.
Working for the punch out and the offering. Here's one that misses inside, and the count's run full now. 3-2. Andrew Knapp would be next if they can keep this inning alive. Boy, not close again. His third walk of the inning as that misses for ball 4.
What's the saying? When you find yourself in a hole, the first thing you should do is stop digging. Well, the guy on the bump obviously hasn't heard that one.
Digging in the switch hitter, Andrew Knapp, and we'll see what he can do here. 2 on, 2 away, 2 home so far this inning. First delivery to him on the way, and a fastball's in there for strike 1.
Great job of getting back in the zone with a hard fastball after the walk. I think he might have let a little frustration out with that pitch.
To short. On to second for the force out, and the side is retired. So 2 runs on just 1 lone hit, no errors, and 2 left. 3 innings complete. It's the Phillies 3 and the Marlins 1. And we're back from Citizens Bank Park in Philadelphia. Let's check in with Heidi Watney.
Matt, during the commercial break, I had a chance to catch up with manager Don Mattingly about the Marlins' offensive production, and flat out, he was very pleased with the quality of their at-bats. Yes, they've only scored 1 run, but he said they've done a great job of forcing the pitch count up, and he thinks that's going to lead to more offense for them as this game goes on.
Thank you, Heidi. In is Curtis Granderson. Comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ballgame.
Things not looking very good so far in this one, but we're still in the middle innings. They're down by a couple of runs, and this would be the right place and the right time to get something going. The last thing they want to do is to try to come from behind and win this one in the 8th or 9th inning.
Left center, base hit.
Now batting, number 44.
Stepping into the box, Austin Dean hit it hard but lined out in his first at-bat.
Yeah, Matty, it's always a little frustrating when you square one up. You hit a solid line drive like he did, and all you have to show for it is a jog back to the dugout. That can get in your head for a little while.
1-0 the count. The 1-0 on its tailor-made to short. 6, 4, 3, and they turn the double play.
The batter,
Into the
number
box
65.
now, Gabby Guerrero. He's 0 for 1 thus far. First offering on its way. Line toward the alley in left center. And he will get there to make the running play, and that will end the inning. 4 pitches, all it takes to do in the Marlins. And it remains a 3-1 ball game. Just about set to go for the last of the 4th. But before we do that, here's Heidi Watney.
Matt, I had a chance to catch up with manager Gabe Kapler during the commercial break about the Phillies offense. And overall, he's really happy with the at-bats they're putting together. He cited the 4 walks they've earned already as evidence that his guys are waiting for the right pitch and that they're willing to let the opposition work themselves into trouble. So far, that's paying off.
Okay, thank you, Heidi.
Ladies
Adam
and gentlemen,
Conley answers
your
the call
attention,
from the
please.
pen here in the 4th
Now
as they
pitching
didn't
for
get the
Miami,
outing they were hoping for
number
from their
61,
starter.
Adam Conley.
Next up will be the Phillies pitcher, Aaron
go
Nola.
for
He
the
had a sac
Phillies.
fly earlier.
One of the keys to securing a win, they want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings.
Now a good pitch around the knees, but it doesn't quite catch the bottom of the zone. One 0 count. Here it is. Grounded foul toward the coaching box at third. The 1-2 is a fastball that misses.
Well, those were a couple of close pitches right there in the inner part of the zone. Hitters will tell you, pitches in that location are tough to do anything with.
And that one never threatened the zone. It's gone full now to 3-2.
Well, the 1-2 pitch didn't go his way, and now a miss there on 2-2. You know he doesn't want this at bat to get away from him, so I think we're going to see a challenge pitch on a full count.
And he misses with it. Ball 4. And a terrible start to the inning as he's walked the pitcher leading things off.
Well, that was a
Up next for
slider in a 3-2 count, and it just
The
didn't tempt
shortstop,
him enough to get a good swing. A good job of pitch recognition and knowing the strike zone to draw the free pass there.
So the Phillies batting order turns over and set to go. Gene Segura. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Out in front of a fastball as this is ripped down the left field line. That's going to be a fair ball. And they've really got something going here. Runners at second and third to start the inning.
Dan, after that base hit right there, he's got a 6-game hit streak going.
You know what? And this could lead him on to something, some bigger and better things right here. He's been swinging the bat pretty well, and he's been rewarded for it, as you talked about. 6-game hitting streak so far.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And a ball 1-0. His career numbers with Adam Conley. He's 4 for 14.
I don't know why in the world anybody would want to be an umpire. That manager has given this umpire an earful on a pitch that he thought was a strike, and he's certainly trying to defend his pitcher.
2-0.
2-0.
Boy, this is one of those tricky spots for a pitcher, right? You have an open base, but you have a guy on deck that could do a lot of damage. Not a good spot to be in if you're a pitcher right now.
Too high. And it's 3-0. Bryce Harper waits on deck. Hits are even right now at 5 aside. And he gets this fastball over. Back to 3-1 now. Conley has tossed over 30 innings so far this season. And when you look at his whip over those innings, it's not a particularly pretty number, over 1.5. So he's often dealing with a lot of traffic on the base paths, unfortunately. 3-2 pitch. This one's flared toward left center. Rojas into shallow left. He gets there to make the play for the first out of the inning.
The right fielder.
Good time now to check out the Marlins Road to the Show report as you see a couple of players in the upper levels of the minors that have been making waves as of late. Second and third with one gone now, and that'll bring in a dangerous hitter indeed in the form of Bryce Harper. From the belt, kicks and deals, and here's a fastball called for strike one.
Hey, I have no problem with that take right there. Reliever coming in, you haven't seen this guy for a while. Gives yourself a chance to calibrate what he's got.
Now the 0-1. Clearly off with his timing on that one, a swinging strike.
This is where, as a batter, you got to find a way to put something in the outfield. Get something elevated. I know you got to battle with 2 strikes and protect, but if anything is belt or above, you got to swing.
Swung on but fouled off to the left. And on 0-2 he misses with a fastball. No luck at third. Segura at second with one away. Ball 2.
Number 3 hole hitter up right now. Cleanup guy on deck. 2-ball, 2-strike count. I think pitcher wants to make something happen right here.
Struck him out. And now they'll likely need a base hit to get that runner home from third. Got him with a good high fastball there. Danny, we see a lot of that pitch and strikeout situations these days. What makes it so effective?
I think, Matt, what makes it such a tough pitch is you're changing eye levels. That fastball up looks so enticing to hit that you think you see that ball as a hitter. You think you can drive it, but it's really hard to get on top of that good high hard fastball.
And he gets ahead here with the fastball. Strike one. 1 for 2 in the ball game thus far. Hoskins behind, the count 0-2.
Hey, it's looking like he may be able to get out of this one after giving up 2 singles early.
0-2. Here it is. Oh, and he dusted him off the plate that time. Some mind games being played now. It's 1-2. Now a fastball, but that's easy to lay off, and it's back to even at 2-2. Here's the 2-2. And he fouls this one off. 3-1 is our score here in inning number 4. And he misses this one inside, and that'll run things full. 3-2.
Wow, these guys are really grinding out their at-bats in this one. They're not making any outs easy to get. And that, of course, is having a huge impact on the pitch count.
Good wood on it there, but foul, so they'll do it again. Here's the payoff pitch. And look out. That's in very tight, and it's ball 4.
Yeah, well, when a guy's swinging the bat as well as he's been, this is a smart move. No reason to tempt fate out there.
Digging in, Odubel Herrera. His career numbers with Adam Conley. He's hitting .437. Looking to wiggle out of this. Here it is. Sharp ground ball to third. Reined in. Throw on to second for the force, and the side is retired. couple of walks, but no damage. We're back to Friday Night Baseball on the show after this. Now to the plate, the pitcher, Adam Conley. First at bat of the game for him here in the 5th, as he was a late entrant into this one. Here's the first pitch to him. Too high, 1-0. Checks his swing, but this pitch is right there for strike 1. Fooled him badly there. I mean badly. It's 1-2.
Hey, that's a really good pitch right there, and that's one of those off-balance swings. As a pitcher, you want to look in and say, howdy, if you're waving at me. A real ugly swing, and it gives you a lot of confidence when you make a guy look that bad. So hopefully he has another pitch left in his repertoire to bury this guy and get him out of there.
Swing and a miss on the fastball, and that's the first out.
Hey, I'm not sure what he was sitting on right there. It might have been sitting on an off-speed pitch, but instead he gets the fastball way late. Had no chance to put that ball in play.
In now, Miguel Rojas. As he takes a called strike at the knees, it's 0-1. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. He's ready. Here's the 0-1. And he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2.
Yeah, Matty, he's had these guys on the proverbial rocking horse all night, changing speeds, hitting every quadrant. He's tough to hit.
This is foul right side. Ready with another 0-2. Swing and a miss on the fastball that time. Out number 2.
Boy, there's nothing better from a pitcher standpoint than watching that high fastball, a high piece of cheese, swung at and missed. That pitch looks so inviting to hit, but it's awfully tough to put in play.
Into the box now, Jorge Alfaro. And he takes ball 1. He's working on a 1 for 2 game so far. The 1-0 delivery. And he misses low with it. 2-0. And he'll lay the fastball in here to get the count back to 2-1.
You know, he fell behind 2-0, Matty, but he battled right there and got right back in this count. An aggressive fastball, middle of the zone.
Alfaro in front, 3 balls and a strike. Hit in the air out to straightaway left. Williams is under it. Makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. Miami down in order. They still trail it here 3-1. Now at the plate, Nick Williams earned himself an RBI with a sac fly his last time at the plate. He's set, and the pitch. And this is off the corner and low, ball 1. And now the Marlins bullpen will swing into action as a lefty and a right-hander start to get loose. The 1-0. Misses above the zone for a ball. Now the 2-0 home. Hard liner, but picked up on a hop. And the throw by Castro takes care of him for the first out.
Now batting.
Ready once again, Scott Kingery. It was a walk in his last trip. First pitch coming. Here it is. Swinging a ball hit softly on the ground. Oh, 1. Here's the pitch. Fastball that time is nowhere close, and it's even at 1-1. 3-1 our score as we play inning number 5. Maybe trying to back him up a bit there with the fastball. Strike 2 called, and it's even at 2. Here now the 2-2. Yanked on the ground down the line. And this is past him at third down the line. It's a fair ball. And he's in there easily at second with a 1-out double.
And he obviously didn't let last night's hitless outing get to his head too much, because that's his second hit of the ball game. This one a double. I'm sure he's feeling a lot better about the way he's going right now.
Coming to the plate now, Andrew Knapp. He's 1 for 2 in this one. From the stretch, here's the pitch. And there's a fastball well off the plate inside. On the year, Knapp carries a batting line a little over the 260 mark. Ball and a strike.
Hey, nice adjustment right there for him to get on top of that baseball and drive it to the corner. The first pitch he obviously tried to overthrow, got under it, and it sailed on him a little bit.
And a changeup here, but that's taken low in the dirt for a ball. Now the 2-1. Grounded fouled off to the right side.
If I'm on the mound right now, I know I'm in the hitter's head. He was definitely sitting soft. I might speed him up and elevate it right here.
Shin high fastball that time. Ball 3. Kingery, the runner at second with 1 away. And that misses. Ball 4. So with 1 out, that'll at least set up the double play possibility here that could get them out of the inning.
I know one thing. He earned that free pass right there. He was tempted with some really good pitches, but he stayed disciplined and drew the walk.
So here now is the pitcher, Aaron Nola. It was a walk in his last trip. First offering on its way. Showing bunt here, but he takes ball 1.
In today's game, if they're going to give you an out, you take it. You have to find a way to execute a pitch in the zone, allow him to get the bunt down, and take the out at first.
The 1-0 home. Misses for the second ball.
Boy, this hole he's digging on the mound is all his doing. If you can't throw strikes, you're not going to be out there very long.
And no take on 2-0. He's still squaring, and he gets it down to second for 1. Relay to first in time, and just like that, this side is retired. Phillies strand 1 as the lead remains 3-1. Striding in once again, Brian Anderson. He's tasked with starting the Marlins 6th.
Anderson.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And this misses outside and a bit high. 1 ball, no strikes.
These guys have got to be frustrated as an offensive unit so far in this one. They haven't been able to crack the code on their opponent, but it's not like they're getting great pitches to hit either. This starter has kept the ball on the corners of the zone all game long.
That's the
Ball 2.
2-0.
Three and 0 now.
Got through the 5th all right, but it looks like he's a little off kilter here to start the 6th.
Three-0 pitch. Is laid off, but in there for strike 1. Tough pitch to lay off, but he did, and it's ball 4, so the leadoff hitter is aboard to start the 6th.
Well, he walked him on 5 pitches, but that
Now
last
batting,
pitch
the
was
first baseman,
really good. He missed
Neil
down, but only by
Walker.
a hair. When a hitter has a 3-1 count, he can wait until he gets a pitch he loves.
Digging in and looking for more, Neil Walker, 1 for 2 on his line so far in the game. First pitch of the at-bat. Well outside with the curveball for a ball. We're in the 6th inning here in a 3-1 ball game. And wow, a very high strike, but a strike nonetheless, and it's 1-1. The 1-1 home takes a pitch for strike number 2.
2 strikes.
Hey, that's a great job by the pitcher right there, stealing a strike with that get me over breaking ball, and now he can get a little nastier with it in the dirt.
Fastball laid off well below the knees. And a swing and a miss as Walker is down on strikes for the first out.
Well, that's just a quality pitch right there. The location was
The batter,
excellent
number
because if it's put in play,
Second base.
there's a good chance it's on the ground for a double play. And hey, a strikeout always works too.
So striding forward now, Starlin Castro, a hit in 2 tries so far. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And that misses, ball 1. 1 run, 5 hits, and no errors in the game for the Marlins. Changed up on him and dropped it in for a called strike.
Plain to see right there that the manager's sticking up for his hitter, making sure that that strike zone gets a little bit tighter. It's tough to cover both sides of the plate, and they both want that strike zone to be shrinked up a little bit.
The 1-1 is a sinker that dips below the zone for a ball. Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. And a fastball flew it right by him, and they're 2 down.
In a double play situation, you kind of expect most
Now
pitches to be down in the
left
zone,
fielder.
hoping for a
Curtis
ground ball. So that was an interesting pitch selection to go up in the zone. I think he caught him off guard a little bit.
Stepping in now, Curtis Granderson, as he will look at a curveball right on the black. Apparently, it's strike 1. A hit in 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ball game. Tying run at the plate, the 0-1. In front of the changeup, and he can't keep it fair. 2 strikes on him now. From the belt, kicks and deals. And he struck him out, his 7th of the ball game, and that ends the inning. Marlins leave 1. Score holds, it's 3-1. Trying to pick things up where he left off. Gene Segura, 1 for 2 with a double on his line thus far. Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Oh, and he just blows the fastball by him for strike 1. Here's one that misses high. It's 1-1. The 1-1. 1-2 now. The 1-2. Heading out toward shallow right. Guerrero is after it. He can't get there as it falls in.
Man, he's seeing it like a beach ball right now. Even his soft contact is finding holes there.
He's making it nearly impossible for a pitcher right now. Up, down, in and out, hard, soft. Anything you throw forward to home plate, this guy seems to somehow be able to find a hole.
Into the box, Cesar Hernandez. Standing in from the right side as he takes strike 1. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. Marlins have some action in the bullpen now as a right-hander is up and throwing. Segura aboard here at first with nobody out. And it's fouled away. The 1-2 is swung on and missed. Strike 3.
Really good late bite on that slider right there. The best ones have that late action that just starts at the last minute. They're so tough to get the bat on, and when you've got that good slider going, it's a great strikeout pitch.
And now Bryce Harper, a hit in 2 tries for him so far. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. In there, no balls and a strike. 0-1 the count to Bryce Harper. Chopper foul. Stays alive, still 0-2. Hit back up the middle. Zips it to Castro for 1. On to first as they get the double play to get him out of the inning. Phillies go down quietly there, and it's still 3-1. Welcome back to Citizens Bank Park here in Philadelphia. It's on to the 7th inning now with the Phillies out in front, and it's a good time to check out our game summary through the first 6 innings so far. Stepping in, Austin Dean. He was a double play victim last time around.
He doesn't have to worry about that in this situation, Matty. No one on base right now. Try and get something up so you can drive the baseball.
And he'll start the inning with a pitch that misses off the plate. It's ball one. A couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. The 1-0 is in there for strike one.
I got a ball, 1 strike.
One pitch is a curveball that misses ball two. And ooh, that strike zone's getting a little inconsistent now. It's 2-2.
You could clearly see that the hitter didn't like that strike call, and his manager, he didn't like it either, as he's giving the umpire an earful from that dugout.
Here's the pitch on 2-2. And he struck him out. Good pitch there as he registers his 8th punch out of the ball game.
Boy, he's really on a roll in the hill right now. As we roll through it again, remember, he struck out the side in the last inning, and now he picks up right where he left off by striking off the leadoff man here. Let's see if he can keep this going for a little bit.
And he swings through a fastball and doesn't catch up with it. It's 0-1.
This lineup is flailing right now. They're having a hard time just making contact, let alone putting the ball in play.
Called strike two with the letters. 0-2 now.
He's still looking great to me out there on the mound. Punched out the first guy in the 7th, and he's jumped ahead in the count right here. Looks like he could stay in this game a while longer.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Boy, and they cannot touch him right now. 5 straight strikeouts on the ledger, and there are 2 away.
Man, he is looking flat out unhittable on the mound right now. That's 5 straight punch outs. I love it, but I think he might want to get his defense involved at some point so they don't fall asleep.
JT Riddle will grab a bat and hit for the pitcher here.
JT Riddle.
And that's taken for strike one. And he's a guy looking to break out in a big way. Hasn't been getting the results he or his club have been hoping for. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Swing and a miss, and he's in trouble now. 0-2.
I think a big reason why he's been so effective in this one, that he's been just about getting ahead of every hitter. Seems like every one of them are 0-2, 1-2, and it's just about every at bat. And when that's the case, your chances of getting a good pitch to hit are way worse.
And they'll try to tempt him with a curveball, but this bounces in front of the plate, and it's 1-2. Popped up. And Segura will make the catch, and that ends the inning. 1, 2, 3 go the Marlins, and it remains a 3-1 ball game. Robbie Moylan will come on now to make his 30th appearance of the year so far.
Robbie Moylan.
So here's the cleanup hitter, Rhys Hoskins. 1 for 2 in the ball game thus far.
Rhys Hoskins.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Hit hard but fouled off toward the dugout. The windup and the 0-1. Fouled away. And he missed with it. It's 1-2.
Decided to go with a fastball there on 0-2, but what he's trying to do with that pitch is to expand the strike zone. Maybe you get a guy to offer at it, but at the very least, it helps set up your off-speed stuff.
To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
kind of pitching him backwards in this AB. Soft stuff early, then those last two were fastballs trying to get it right by him.
Here now the 2-2. Is a swing and a miss. That's strike 3.
Fooled him just enough with that pitch to get him to go around, according to the umpire. Sometimes it can be really tough for these big, strong guys because once they're committed to swinging, it's hard for them to slow their swings down, and that appeared to be the case there.
In now, Odubel Herrera. As he'll look at a fastball in there on the outer half, it's 0-1. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. Nothing in 1 count. Here it comes. Cold strike on the outside part of the plate. 0-2.
Sort of surprising to see a 5-hole hitter take 2 in a row for strikes to start an at bat. Now he's way behind the count, so we'll see if he can battle back.
And he looks at a ball. 1-2.
High fastball right there with a 2-strike count. You know what that might be doing? Setting up the next pitch. Could be that hard slider down and away. Something breaking down and away off the plate.
Pulled toward right center field. And he will make the play out there, and there are 2 away now. Teheran Guerrero takes over pitching duties, looking to get that final out now here in this 7th inning. Now batting, Nick Williams. 0 for 1 with a run scored thus far. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Hit in the air down the right field line, but this will wind up being a foul ball. Ball 1 as he lays off below the zone. Fastball not close, and he runs it to 2 balls and a strike. We're in the 7th inning with a good finish brewing. 3-1 our score. 2 balls, 2 strikes to Nick Williams. Now a swing, and he gets him to pop it up, but this will land untouched. Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. He pulls this one into right, and that is in there for a 2-out base knock. So the bottom of the inning is still alive after the 2-out base hit.
Wow, I'm shocked he even pulled the trigger on that pitch. He might have been fooled right there, but he was able to keep his hands back and scramble a good pitch for a base hit.
And in steps Scott Kingery. No balls and 1 strike. Guerrero has tossed over 30 innings so far this season, and with an ERA in the 5s, has some work to do to bring it down into a more respectable range. The 0-1 on its way. Fastball well outside. Guerrero certainly comes at you with the big fastball, but the only knock on it is the apparent lack of control he has over that pitch. Might not always know where it's going, and that can make things a little dicey for pitching coaches.
Matty V, well, we're looking for velo. We're looking for velocity. That's what this guy is. But unfortunately, what comes with him is command and control tends to leave him at times. He can get a lot of swings and misses, a lot of strikeouts, but he can also walk a ton of guys.
He's going to have to make adjustment on that slider away. He can't just make it a non-competitive pitch and allow these guys to take. He's got to start that a little bit more over the middle of the plate to get that swing and miss on the outer half.
2-2.
He's going to need to shorten up and get that foot down a little bit earlier if he hopes to be catching up to that fastball.
Williams leads off first with a pair of outs in the inning.
got him swinging as he runs the fastball by him to end the inning.
One left for Philadelphia, but they hang on to a 3-1 lead. Now we're going to have a conference at the home plate area, so it would appear that we'll see a double switch here. Sir Anthony Dominguez has been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the eighth.
Now pitching and batting in the sixth spot, number 58, Sir Anthony Dominguez.
Ready now for the Marlins, Miguel Rojas. And Dan, he and his fellow top of the order hitters haven't really offered much help for this lineup so far.
No, your 1, 2, 3 guys are the ones you look to generate a lot of action, and they just haven't been up to the task so far in this one. Still time for them to turn it around, though. We'll see if it happens.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. In there, 0-1.
Hey, boys, although I'd love to get all over this offense for underachieving, let's tip our cap to this pitching staff right here. They've been able to execute, working all 4 quadrants and keeping this team totally off balance.
The windup and the 0-1. Late decision to swing that time, and as a result, it's 0-2.
He's staring a hat trick in the face right now after that swing. He has just got to find a way to zone up a little bit more. You cannot expect to make solid contact chasing stuff outside the zone.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Fouled off.
Hey, I don't mind you throwing a fastball in this situation, but I think if we're being honest with ourselves, that one caught a little bit too much of the plate.
And he fouls this one off. Struck him out. Struck him out again, I should say. His third punch out of the game. So his day fully over now as you get a look at the pitching line for the Phillies starter. He was great all night long.
Matty V, really a solid performance. 7 strong innings pitched, in line for the win. Needs some help for the bullpen to close this one out.
At the plate, Jorge Alfaro. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Ball 1. Now a swing and a miss at a slider for a strike. 8th inning of this low-scoring affair. 3-1 our score. Down low, 2 balls and a strike. Count even at 2-2 to the Marlins catcher.
That's 3 straight sliders in a row. I'd be shocked. I would be shocked if he went to that well a 4th time. I'd be looking heater.
The 2-2 is a swing and a miss. That's strike 3.
No problems for him on the mound since he's come out of the pen to start this inning. That's back-to-back Ks, and he's making it look pretty easy. This has the makings of a good outing so far.
So 2 gone now in the Miami 8th, and that'll bring up the outfielder Brian Anderson. Now here it comes. And here's a slider that's nowhere close, and it's 1-0.
Obviously, the game plan wasn't to let this guy beat you right here. He's already walked twice, and that pitch out of the zone tells me they want nothing to do with him.
Low and away as he misses again. 2-0.
I don't mind him trying to pitch him backwards right there with those 2 early count sliders, but now he finds himself in a situation where he's going to have to come fastball.
Too tight with that one. 3-0.
Walks are never good, but they're especially bad news late in games like this. It seems like they always come back to bite you.
And he takes ball 4 again, and they clearly just don't want any part of him in this one.
Now batting, the first baseman, Neil Walker.
Now in the box, Neil Walker. He went down on strikes last time up.
Yeah, but it was a good changeup, Matty. Good arm action on that pitch. Look for him to try and stay back a little bit more. Let the ball get a little deeper. Don't be shocked if this pitcher tries to rush a heater right here.
Now a first pitch changeup here. Too far inside. It's 1-0. Oh, much too tardy on the fastball. 1-1.
Boy, he center cut that fastball. It comes in the high 90s, but that's a dangerous location no matter how hard you're throwing.
Now the 1-1 pitch. Swinging a ball hit on the ground. Hoskins has it. Off balance throw. Gets him. Nice play there as the side is retired. One left for Miami. They still trail it here 3-1. Austin Bryce
please.
will come on now and make his 55th appearance of the year.
Number 37, Austin Bryce.
Digging in once again, Andrew Knapp. It was a walk in his last trip.
The catcher, Andrew Knapp.
He's set. Here it comes. And he starts the number 8 hitter with a strike. 0-1. Here's the pitch. Popped him up. Alfaro waits on it. 1 out. And that'll bring in the speedy Keon Broxton. And he's getting his first plate appearance here in the 8th after entering off the bench just a little bit ago. First pitch of the at-bat. No balls and a strike to count. 3 runs, 8 hits, and 1 error in the ballgame for the Phillies so far. And he takes strike 2. Right-hander starts to loosen out in the bullpen now. Here it comes, 0-2. And a wave and a miss on a ball that was way out of the strike zone. There are 2 away now.
You hear that phrase, climb the ladder, all the time. And that's pretty much what he did right there. When you change the hitter's eye level with each pitch in that at bat, it becomes very hard for him to adjust and put the bat on the ball. He made that strikeout look real easy.
Standing in now, Gene Segura. A curveball hit right back at him. And he'll flip it onto first, and with it, that ends the inning. 3 up, 3 down for Philadelphia, as the lead remains 3-1. David Robertson comes out of the bullpen to shut things down here in the 9th.
Number 30, David Robertson.
So striding in, Starlin Castro, who was sat down on strikes in his last at-bat.
Yeah, and kind of shocked he got blown away with a fastball. You could tell he was late on that one. And we'll see if he tries to cheat to something this AB.
And we kick off the 9th inning with a swinging strike here, 0-1. Swing and a miss, and he's in control. 0-2. And he wasn't going to hit that one with an or. The strikeout, and there's 1 gone. So the leadoff man gone to start the top of the
Now
ninth
batting,
as we take a look
the
at
left
league
fielder,
saves leaders
Curtis
entering play.
Granderson.
And as you see there, he sits in 4th place in that department in the National League. Digging in, Curtis Granderson. Lifetime numbers versus David Robertson. He's just 2 for 9. He's also gone down on strikes 5 times. Here comes the first pitch. In there at the knees, strike 1.
Good pitch right there from the reliever. Tough for hitters to do much with pitches in that location unless they're looking for it.
Now a swing and a miss there from Granderson, and he's quickly down here 0-2.
So back-to-back sliders for strikes. Does he come back with yet another?
Normally not a good pitching plan to throw the same hitter the same pitch 3 times in a row, but both of those sliders back-to-back were so good, I might just go ahead and try to throw another one.
And they'll try to bounce a curveball on 0-2, but he holds back. It's 1-2 now. And he strikes him out as well. So make it back-to-back punch-outs here to the first 2 men he faces out of the bullpen.
Well, you have to feel pretty confident about the way this one's going to end up as a manager. 2 hitters, 2 strikeouts from the closer. There's not a whole lot more he can do to instill confidence that he's going to wrap this thing up without any problem.
Stepping in now, Austin Dean, as he'll take a look at a high strike that time. It's 0-1. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. And this will be a called strike 2, and trouble now as they're down to their final strike tonight. A crowd in excess of 37,000 come to their feet. And it's fouled away. 2 out, nobody on. Miami down to their last strike. Fouled away. Low and away with that one. It's 1-2. Has them down to their final strike. Here it comes. Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue. Robertson's ready. Here's the 1-2. Just hung in there on that one. And he gets strike 3 called to end it here, and with that, this one is over.
Hey, a nice win for them all around, and an even better way to start things off on the first day of summer when every team looks ready to get on a roll.
Tonight's ball game comes to a close, 3-1 the final. The Philadelphia Phillies led this game from the 3rd inning on and never wavered. Aaron Nola earns his 6th winning decision in this one. Sandy Alcantara worked only 3 innings in the losing effort. David Robertson wraps it up for the save, his 24th on the season. So that's a wrap here tonight. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and Heidi Watney, this is Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, find us on Twitter @